Have you ever talked to your favorite salesperson lately? Rich, do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah. No.
Are they looking a little dingy? That's what my question is. I'm talking about your website. So I'm BJ Flagg.
And I'm Rich G. And this is episode 216, Website Refresh or Website Overhaul. When is it time?
Now. It's now.
Now.
Do you ever feel like you don't want to give your website address out, because it's so outdated? Not Rich G, but I'm asking you guys.
No, there are websites. I have clients that have websites. I go, you really need to dust it off a little bit. You really need to do something.
Definitely. And, so much of the time, people are just in the inertia. They just cannot move. So here's Rich, and he'll kick us off with some great things that you should do first.
Yeah. And I'm just going to start out by saying I'm taking BJ's lead this entire podcast. So she's
oh
the,
my God.
I'm the puppet. Okay. And she's just pulling the strings.
But here's the big haha about that is that Rich literally changes his website weekly. He is literally going in there daily because he's putting up his blog, but he is literally changing it weekly. So what I'm going to be talking about today doesn't apply to him because he works differently, which is fantastic.
Google has a hard time keeping up with me.
That's for sure.
So anyway, the first thing you should do is, how has your business changed? Okay. Not just in the last 18 months, what's been happening with your industry, your customers, technology, your marketing? Is it a slow change or is it a fast disruption?
Yeah. What are people seeing? Are you seeing certain client segments that are disappearing? Are product lines no longer relevant, but they're still on your website?
Yeah, you got to reorient your viewpoint. Stand back and survey the entire landscape. Understand what's happening out there.
Yeah, I almost would love if people could just look at their business like they're looking at it for the first time. That awe and wonder, and see if the passion still exists on the site.
Yeah. Figure out what has happened first. Understand the crime scene and see where you've been, where you are today, and where you really want to go or have to go. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Have to go is the most important part. Oh my gosh. A second thing that we really want you to focus on is cleaning up. When you're working with your web developer, web designer, don't just bring over all the blogs and all of the entire portfolio just because, you think, oh, I'm just going to bring it all over. No. If you haven't done your site in 3 to 5 years, it is time to clean house. Even if you planned on just to do a refresh, now is the time to objectively look at that blog and sunset blogs that are no longer relevant and make you sound weird, and get rid of all those portfolio items that, ooh, that's an old kitchen. Get rid of that kitchen. So time to do it.
Yeah. You also need to organize what's left for your new viewers and new needs of your business that you might not have been marketing or talking about with your current site.
Yeah. Think about it. If you did it 5 years ago, there are literally new people that are trying to find you, but you don't have the new information up on the site. So it's time. And it's also great to clean up all your forms. Rich, you've done some amazing things in the last year with your Calendly, the Calendly program that you use.
Yep.
You're constantly redoing your forms. And it's almost like looking at the form and saying, oh my gosh, this goes to an old employee. They don't even work here anymore. And the information is outdated. I hate to say it, but due to COVID, a lot of us have had to redo our forms because there's things that we're going to be asking that new employee, for instance. So it's really important to review every form, especially your contact form. Yeah. That is one of the biggest areas that people go to. And it's surprising what is not accurate.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. BJ laughs at every year at the start of the year. I usually send out something on LinkedIn going, "Have you updated your copyright date on your website?" And I that's a major clue for me if it's a business that isn't healthy. If I go to
Yeah.
your website and I see that it says copyright 2016, I go,
Ugh.
okay, they haven't updated their site in 5 years.
Yeah. That's egregious as far as I'm concerned. Um, we have obviously we start doing it just a titch before, and 400 sites have to get done, and you just have to roll through it. And what's amazing is what you find when you're in there visiting,
Yeah.
because we can see when it was updated the last time, and we're just constantly amazed at people who haven't been in their site for a whole year. So
They haven't touched it. Yeah.
no, not good.
Well, the third thing you need to do is don't try and do it all by yourself because that's too big of a deal. Hire a copywriter. You can't write about yourself. And I say this to every one of my clients. BJ, you probably say it every single day.
Yes, exactly.
You need someone who can look at you and your business and also understands how to write effectively.
Yeah. And, this is persuasive writing. It's a bit of a different type of writing. So, even if you are a copywriter yourself, or, you do a lot of writing for your business, different type of writing.
Yeah.
So, be on the alert. You want it to be very active and exciting. So it's a different type of writer.
Yeah, and by the way, they're not going to write War and Peace. So this isn't like
No.
a huge project. It's like they're going to do the about page and maybe the home page.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh. And what is so interesting is that, and we're not going to give away our book today, but the attention span has gone down to an all-time low.
Yes.
So you do not have to write paragraphs upon paragraphs anymore. No. But it has to be short, sweet, and to the point.
Yeah.
So that sometimes is not the type of writing you can do. And it's fantastic when you see a really well-written page. Awesome. The fourth thing is consider your platform.
Yes.
There's been a lot of big changes in the last 5 years. 85% of the websites out there right now are on the WordPress platform. When I say that, they've expanded into areas where they have types of themes and templates, and they've really kept pace with the ever expanding desires of businesses. So, you have a lot to offer with WordPress.
Yeah. That being said, there are so many templates and themes that customize sites. It's hard for a layman to build their own.
Except for Rich.
Yeah. You need a professional to do anything that will involve plugins and add-ons, and then updating and adding blogs will be very easy to do.
Yeah. And I do feel for a lot of people. I think they resist change and they're nervous about losing things, and rightly so. Rightly so. But with a good group that you're working with, everything can kind of come together nicely.
Yeah.
There are platforms out there like Wix and Squarespace, things like that, that are considered, quote, easy. Not so easy. They don't offer you the customization that you need for the level of your business. If you've been in business for a little while, you need some sophisticated things on your site. So before you decide to, do it with your brother on a Friday night and use Wix, consider so many of the things. Your coding days are over, right, Rich? It's not like you have to code.
Yeah.
So that part's good.
Yeah.
But,
And the other issue is SEO. The lesser platforms have very bad options for SEO. You need to weigh the cost benefit versus the cost to your business leads.
yeah. And, Rich, I know you do this a lot on yours where, you have, kind of a conversion path to guide people to make a decision. And you've been very careful in all your blog writing to make sure that your front facing website is incredibly active with keywords and such. But a lot of people, if you haven't changed your site in 5 years, you're talking a different language. And that could be really detrimental for your company.
Yeah. E-commerce is a separate animal. Shopify has done a lot to create a website you can get up and running. They fall down on customer service and how Shopify interacts with selling on social platforms. So buyer beware.
Yeah. And that's a big deal. I see these, a lot of people who start out on Etsy, which is a great platform.
Yeah.
And then they need to make to that next level. And really going to Shopify is huge next level, big jump. So, you have to be ready to handle the back end of Shopify to make it work well.
Cool.
So that gives you some good information to kind of decide which way you're going to go. Is it an overhaul or is it a refresh?
So to go deeper in this topic, we have a great book. It's called Hook Point: How to Stand Out in a 3-Second World by the out-of-the-box thinker, Brendan Kane. And Brendan breaks down the most effective strategies to generate new opportunities, innovate and scale your business, and create a compelling brand, both online and off, so you can thrive in the new micro attention world in which we live.
Digital and social media have really reshaped our world into one of micro attention. And he really reveals the power of hook points. You're going to love it. And communication tool that helps marketers package their messages in succinct, attention-grabbing ways that can lead to better opportunities, both online and off. So I think this is a great book to understand the concept of the messaging. So that's it for now. Our first sponsor is Rich G, a high-performance coach. Does your business model need a little zhuzh to accelerate and pass your competition? If you're revving up for the end of 2021 and preparing for a powerful 2022, you need to put Rich G on speed dial to take advantage of all of the insight and techniques he has to offer. Go to richg.com to chat with Rich today.
And our other premium sponsor is BJ Flag. Now is the time to plan for the new year. Dust off your brand strategy and make an impactful plan for 2022. Look no further. I have someone in my community you want to talk to. BJ Flag from New Renew Brand Marketing. They are a full-service agency who can work on strategy, messaging, branding, to implementation, websites, PR, social media, email marketing. They're the group for you. That's NURENU.com.
And thank you to our producer and king of creative, Richard Scalzo, bringing you the best small business podcast every Tuesday.
Have an unbelievable week. Catch you later.